What's up everyone, Art from Overtake here, and today I'm introducing and installing a brand new product you guys have been asking us to make. It's the Overtake radiator braces for the VB WRX. In case you guys haven't seen pictures of radiator braces online on the internet, they go right behind the grill. They're a really nice aesthetic touch that fits right there. Now I've got a box of our brand new ones that I want to open up for you, show you exactly what the contents are. Now, these are the Overtake blue version, which I think are the prettiest ones. We have 3 other colors besides these that I'll show off. You get your sticker and your package by card right there. And then underneath the packaging material, you've got one of the pieces of the braces in this beautiful Overtake blue, as I mentioned. Love it. And a little hardware kit. And right below, making sure it doesn't get scratched, is the other piece to match. Each one of these kits is going to come with an upper and a lower. I'm going to show you exactly how to install it on our car in just a minute. I want to show you the hardware pack as well. There's some nuts and bolts here, and we even include these really nice plastic ends that are going to fit up just in there, so you guys can press all 4 of those in if you'd like. Before I install my favorite color, the blue, I also want to show you the other 3 versions we have. You can check them out here. We've got a red, a neon yellow, and a white, so you can choose which one you want to accent under your grill. I think for this install, we're going to have to go with the Overtake blue. The nice thing with installing the radiator braces is the hardest part is going to be pulling the bumper, which is super duper easy. Just go on the top side, pop these clips, and the 10 mils that are here. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the bolts, and then a couple of clips. We'll get to the sides and pop those off. Around each side of the bumper, there's a couple of clips with these little push pins. If you use a small tool like this, press them in, and they'll pop right out. Now I'm going to go underneath the car and just make my way to the driver's side, and there's clips underneath every couple of feet. Just pull those off. When you get to the other side, the 2 little clips and the whole bumper should pull right off. With the 2 little clips off, now I can grip the bumper and pop it outwards and just kind of follow along the front of the car. And making sure that the bumper doesn't fall and scratch any of the paint. And it's just that easy. Before we can install the rad brace, we need to pull this little rubber cowl off. It's pretty easy. There's just a clip up on both sides right here. If you can get in with a flathead screwdriver, those will pop right out. Next up, we have a couple blue clips holding this together loosely. We can just slip the cowl right out of it on both sides. And then you guys can ditch that because we won't be reusing it. Now you can see we have the Overtake Hella horn set up here, the bracket, horns, and wiring. Now we developed our rad brace to fit around this, so it is gonna work. I've had some questions on whether the 2 can work together. Of course, we developed them side by side. So next up, I'm gonna install the brace, and I'll show you exactly how it all looks together. Now we can start putting the first part of the brace on. It's going to be this slightly shorter one, and it's going to bolt to these existing bolts right here. So we just need to grab our 12 mil, pop those out. One on that side, one over here. Just align it. Now our brace is slotted, so it gives you a little wiggle room, but do your best to center it. And then feed the bolt through on either side and tighten it up. And then for the second bar, we're gonna have to take off just a couple of things. You can see on the headlight assembly, there's a 10 mil right here. We gotta pop that off. And then a little bit higher, there's this little plastic clip. Get that off. That way we can feed the bolt in and tighten it against the nut before we put this all back together. With that loosened up, these plastic pieces can get moved out of the way, just like that. on either side. And then that gives us access to this hole right here, which we're gonna put the nut behind and then feed the bolt through with the radiator brace attached. This is the orientation of the upper half. We can feed that through just like that. It should clearance everything nicely. And I'll put the bolt through and feed the nut on the back side. And I'll loosely do that on both sides, and then I'll bring the tools out to give it a final tighten. Now that I've got all the bolts tightened up for the bars, I'm gonna put the 10 mil back here and get the clips back on for the headlight bezels. And with that, we're all wrapped up on the install for the Overtake radiator braces. It was super easy. Like I mentioned, the hardest part of this whole thing was probably pulling the bumper off. Actually installing these was just a matter of a couple of nuts and bolts. Now aesthetically, it looks really great, especially in the Overtake blue. And as I mentioned, it does fit with the Overtake Helihorn setup. The bracket in particular has a lot of modularity to it, so you can move these horns around however you like. So before you throw the bumper on, just set it up in a way that you prefer, and then get the bumper on and go drive the car around. Before we wrap up the video, I want to give you a little refresher on the other three colors that we have, the red, the white, and the neon yellow. And I also want to mention something you guys can't see on camera, which is the material this is made out of. Underneath the powder coat, this is stainless steel, so it's really strong. Most of the competitors out there that make similar kits make it out of aluminum, so it makes it a little bit lighter, but way weaker. These kits are going to have much more rigidity to it. Now, if you guys are interested in picking up any of the colors, just hop on overtakeusa.com. And of course, if you want to help out with what we're doing and help grow Overtake, just follow along on social media at OvertakeUSA.